Welcome back, everybody, to the Midnight Music. I am your host, Thomas, with your co-host.
Sorry.
And we're going to spin the wheel to see what we are listening to today. Thank you all for joining us, by the way. It's going to be a good one, I think. What do we get? It looks like City of Evil by Avenged, Sevenfold.
Fuck!
All right, we're back from listening to City of Evil by
Avengers.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah. Album came out 2005. Thomas, do you got any background information on Avenged Sevenfold?
I like a few other songs.
Yeah.
Mainly Hail to the King, Nightmare, and Backcountry, which Backcountry is the one off this album. So
Yeah.
Hail to the King is their number one, and it's by like 400 million. So it's their big one, but we didn't listen to that album.
With the City of Evil.
Yep. Like Corey said, it came out June 6, 2005. It is 11 songs, hour and 12 minutes. Under Warner Records, actually, by the way. Fun fact.
That is interesting.
It has a cool little album cover. I don't know if Corey really saw it or not, but it'll look like that.
Yeah.
So
Looks like some overlord type shit.
yeah. So anyways, yeah. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. First you have to subscribe. But yeah, what you want to walk us through Thomas's tier list and what it all includes and entails?
Thomas's tier list includes and entails For Life, which is songs that I like and I will have in my playlist for quite some time. Yes, which is songs that I like, but I don't have on my playlist, or like, and I might have on my playlist, but I don't necessarily think they'll stick with me. And then there is One Time, which is you should just listen to it one time when you listen to the album. And there is No, you shouldn't listen to this at all. I think we've only really given three things. Three songs over the entire Midnight Musics. But I haven't given
feel
any.
like it's probably more.
No, we haven't.
Oh.
Most of them end up in One Time. Unless they're god awful.
I'll tell you what, a lot of these are no's for me, bro. Like, I could live the rest of my life without hearing this shit. That's all I'm putting out there. Not necessarily bad, like the technical skill is there, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's certain parts, and this is kind of our final thoughts a little. This is kind of a
comprehensive thought.
Certain songs I didn't listen to the lyrics and just because like the lyrics were just a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Whereas the music, they're shredding up the guitars, they're switching between stuff. Very last song, they actually went into a acoustic guitar instead of a electric guitar, which I kind of liked. They kind of were plucking that a little. That was nice. But yeah.
Yeah. Enough with Beast and the Harlot.
Correct. It is the intro song. It is fine. It's 5 minutes and 43 seconds, which is kind of long, I feel like, for intro songs.
Oh my God, this album is so long. It's so long. These songs are so fucking long.
They are a little long.
They feel like they go forever, and then there's not enough switching. And just see, a lot of albums, I can't even separate it. I can't distinguish song by song. Yeah. The only one that I heard that I was like, this might be something is Backcountry. And I think maybe Blinded in Chains might have been something. Everything else, I'm like, this is whatever. And you know, you know what, this also could be a thing of, I'm not even gonna say this is my type of music, because I like rock music like this. This particular band themselves, I'm not a fan of. And you know what? That's on them and on me, but them specifically, not a fan of. Yeah, Pacifically as in the ocean. Atlantically, not a fan.
So neither ocean.
Yeah.
Neither of those two oceans. What about Indianatically?
Indianatically, maybe. Maybe I still don't like them.
Antarctically.
Or
Arctically. Or
Blackically.
What?
The Black Sea. Mediterranean.
Yeah, I was thinking oceans. Not seas.
A letter?
Huh? Anyways,
Yeah.
Beast in the Harlot comes in
I'm
fast.
sorry. You're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with that. Harlot.
Harlot.
Hairlot.
Beast in the Harlot.
Harlot. Hairlet.
Harlot.
Beast in the hairlet. Harlot. Fuck you. You fucked me.
Anyways, starts off fast and starts off with a lot of guitar and then kind of slows it down to end the song. It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I do see why people like it. I have it in my yes. This is This is one of the few songs I have in yes.
Okay.
There's a lot that I have in one time.
Okay.
We then go to Burn It Down, which starts slow and speeds up to the end, which is fine. I don't necessarily like this song. It's okay. Beast in the whatever the hell you want to call it. At least started quick, so it kind of drew you in real fast.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like slowed down and kind of like broke down almost the beat, which I'm fine with. This is slow and then it kind of builds, but it doesn't build to anything specifically. So it's just okay. I have it in one. Anyways, moving on to Blinded in Chains.
Yeah.
This is our first 6 minute and 30-second song, or 6 minute song, I should say. And fine. It's got an interesting beat switch, I think, about halfway through, which doesn't offend me or anything.
Yeah.
I actually think this is the one that you were also talking about that you're like,
this one might be something, but that's a bar that is pretty low for this album.
Yeah. I personally like it in some areas. I don't hate it. So I have it in the yes area. But as Corey said, it's fine compared to what this album is.
Guys, it was so long. I don't think we could stress on how long it was and how just nothing was happening. And in the music and also in the lyrics, especially lyrics. The lyrics was crazy that nothing was happening. But the music, some of these songs, just literally nothing happened. And that's sad.
Yeah. And then we move into Backcountry, which is the biggest song off the album, which I still will stand by is amazing. To me, at least. 267 million plays.
Damn.
5 minutes, 11 seconds. So it's not real long, but it's not real short.
No time for
I like
shit.
how it kind of, I put it in For Life, by the way.
Yeah.
I put it, but and the thing is that, like, once again, I think it's this band in particular, I think does better when they come in quick and then they can kind of break off into whatever they want to do. Whereas if they start slow or if they're kind of just lollygagging through the music, it doesn't help them.
Yep.
So Backcountry, like I said, is in For Life. It is the only one that's going to be. Moving on to Trashed and Scattered. And that's how Corey felt listening to this song.
Yeah. And it literally happened to me while I was playing Pacific Drive. So it was a double whammy.
Trash and scattered because
no, I got scattered. I got trashed and fucking scattered.
Got fucked up.
Gross. You want to hear something gross that I never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
What? No. This is a good podcast.
Not gonna say
it. For it.
Not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'll throw it on you at a different point in time. When, like, at a time when you piss me off, and then I'll throw it out there, and you'll have to live with it. You're like, that's gross. But for a later date.
I don't know if I want to hear that. Then it's gonna piss me off.
It's not gonna piss you off. I said when you piss me off, I'll say it too.
But then it'll just be weird.
It will be gross. It'll be gross. Yeah, it'll be nasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, Trashed and Scattered. That's how Corey felt. It's also kind of how I felt. I think this is probably the worst song on the album to me. It's not the longest. It's not the longest, but
hold on. Seize the Day's coming up.
No, it's Strength of the World. That's the one I think you're thinking.
Is it Strength of the World? You're right. It is Strength of the World.
So it might be the second worst song on the album. I'll give it second worst. Just because we do have one that's coming up that's
yeah.
Crash and Scattered goes into one.
Yep.
We then move into
Seize the Day.
Seize the Day, which is actually the second biggest song on this album. 5 minutes, 34 seconds. Not super long once again. It looks actually like their top 3 songs are all less than 6 minutes. Which makes
I
sense.
wonder why. It's almost like somebody doesn't want to listen to songs that are fucking 8 minutes long.
8 and 9. But anyways, as we listened to Seize the Day, it was okay. It wasn't great. Fine. I have it below Burn It Down, above Trash Scattered in one. Fine to listen to. A lot of these didn't offend me.
Yeah.
They're just necessarily kind of like the Midnight Music we did earlier, like 2 weeks, where it was so we were talking about how it was a very good, it was okay background music.
Oh, the Eric Clapton and BB King album.
Yeah, Riding with the King.
Yeah, we did that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of that because this kind of music I could have in the background just working on shit.
Yeah.
Or like vacuuming, cleaning, doing shit like that.
That's crazy. I'd
Working
shoot
out,
myself.
I could do to this music. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd shoot myself.
Well, we are 2 different people.
Yeah.
So anyways, Seize the Day, one time for me. We then move into Sidewinder.
Yeah.
I actually
Marvel villain.
didn't like this song much either. Because
Marvel villain.
I don't think it was repetitive, but there was some vocal that they were saying that was like that. It just the way they delivered it, I didn't enjoy. I didn't like. So I have it also in one time. It is below Season.
Yep.
We then move into The Wicked End. I actually don't know what's the smallest played song is on this album. Oh, it's very close. The Wicked End is technically the least listened to song on this album, but only by like 200,000 plays. And considering it
how
only
many
has
plays
about
does this song have?
16 million.
It's only got 16. It's got 16 million?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which
That's
means
crazy
Strength
people
of
are
the
out here
World
listening to this album.
has 16 million also. It's just slightly higher. Like I said, 200,000.
This must have been one of their big ass albums.
So, anyways, long. You got a 7-minute, 10-second song, and I felt like I didn't get a whole lot from it, but I did enjoy the music side of it. It was decent ear listening. Didn't listen to the music, but I enjoyed the.
Yeah.
I have it in yes. We then move into Strength of the World, which they said about 15 bajillion times, because I think they were trying to tell us that there's strength of the world.
Yeah, this song is ass.
Yeah.
There's no other answer. There's no other thing to say about it. It's just ass. It's ass.
9 minutes, 14 seconds. I don't think it's so bad that you shouldn't listen to it if you really want to listen to this album.
I think unless you like Avenged Sevenfold, you shouldn't be listening to this.
Well, yeah. I think this album is kind of a particular.
I don't even think it's the taste of the genre. I think it's quite literally, unless you fuck with Avenged Sevenfold, you're not going to be listening to this.
Yeah,
Kind of like Tyler the Creator. Like, if you like rap, you won't like Tyler the Creator, but if you like his music himself, you'll like him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I think if you're into Avenged Sevenfold, Strength of the World's probably a one time. If you're not into it, then it might be a no. I have it in the bottom of. I have it in the bottom of one. Just because see it both ways. It's kind of like a half and half.
Yeah.
How I used to do it way back, where I put the actual title between.
Oh yeah, between the things. Yeah.
We then move into Betrayed.
Yep.
Which Corey felt betrayed by having to listen to this album and this song. 6 minutes, 46 seconds.
Is this one that was all music? There was one that played where there was like barely any lyrics. That's MIA?
That's MIA.
Okay. MIA might be all right. Only because
That's
I don't have to hear
actually,
them
if we want to just jump to it real quick, MIA is actually the last song I have in Yes.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot of music. Like I said at the very end, they get some acoustic guitar in there and they're just kind of vibing out. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. Betrayed, I have in one time because once again, it is fine. I have it above why I put it at the very bottom. I'll probably actually even put it above the Sidewinder. Final thoughts.
This is nothing. And I mean that in the best way, like good for them, but like there's truly lyrically they just sound bad. Like I really truly think that unless you like Avenged Sevenfold, you're not gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things if you just have to like the band itself, you had to have latched onto them for some reason or another. And that's what would draw you to this album.
Yeah. I agree. And that's the only reason I had this album actually in our list was because I really like Backcountry. Afraid of becoming a man. And it's just and it just starts getting into it and just it's just catchy beat. The lyrics aren't terrible if you kind of listen to it a little bit. And it is appeasing to the ear. At least at the first couple listens, and I still enjoy it today. So I think it's fine. But I am going to rate it
Yep.
3.5. 3.5 Avenged out of 10 Sevenfold.
Thank God. I'm glad you came in that low because I felt like I was gonna have to really skew. I'm gonna rock in at like 2.8. Avengers out of Sidewinders. Out of 10 Sidewinders.
Because that's a
Marvel villain, yeah. He's gonna be in Captain America. I believe that's Sidewinder in Captain America Brave New World. Unless he's Copperhead. I don't think he's Copperhead. That guy was in Luke Cage.
Anyways, I don't know who that is. So
You've seen Luke Cage.
well, I know who Luke Cage is. I don't know who Sidewinder is.
He's the guy that he fights in the fucking TV show. He puts on the gray suit and they fight in the barber shop.
It's been a long time since I've
Or Cottonmouth. Yeah, that's what they
Oh, Cottonmouth? Okay, I know
Cottonmouth's one of
Cottonmouth.
them,
That's what
too.
they called him, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Midnight Critics / Midnight Music score is 3 point Avenged out of 10.
Yeah. Look, I hope you guys are happy. And I hope that you skip this album, but also hope that you subscribe. Because we're waiting.
Yep, and we're gonna continue waiting. Well, we'll talk here for a little bit. We're gonna wait until you subscribe and follow
Yeah.
and hit the notification bell.
Actually, we'll wait in silence.
We're still here. We're just waiting.
Exactly.
Just click the button,
Yeah.
and then the podcast will be over.
It's not a game of chicken. It's a game of truth. You're
Right.
going to click the fucking button.
Right.
We'll wait. I know there's some of you out there that are being cheeky right now and have clicked it and then unclicked it to be funny. You're not funny. Click the fucking button.
Do you hear anybody laughing? Nobody's laughing because you thought you were funny by clicking and unclicking the button.
Exactly.
Just click it, let it say subscribed, turn on the notification bell, and then fuck off. Or
That's all you
watch
need
other
to do.
videos. Doesn't matter.
Thank you for subscribing.
And have a good night.